Right. I've got my brew right here, me. Just brewed it now. So what we're gonna do, or what I'm gonna do, is carry on with the. He said the bar. Then it's like, no, we're not working on a bar. We're working on the shop, aren't we? So carry on with the asset creation of it. Build a bit more of it. Potentially get the more camera data in. We'll go from there. Because I think I said last time, this room is not big at all. And I don't want to be just sat there modelling stuff for the sake of it. Be like, oh, what else can we put in a shop? Because that'll stress me out. So what I'm going to do is quickly put up the image so I know what the hell I'm looking at. He says, even though he knows what the image is. But it's just always nice to have reference to go with whilst I'm working. Oh, it's like one of the god-awful green-looking carpet, isn't it? Oh, God. Well, on the plus side, at least the till's modelled. What the hell could I put in this bloody room? Seriously, what could I put in it? Is that what today's stream's going to be? Just list me stuff I can model and I'll put it in the room. That's probably what it's going to be, because I just don't know what the hell. See what I mean? With regards to it, this is what I mean. It's like, what do I put in this shop when there's not that much to work with? So I think I will say, if anybody wants to suggest some stuff we can model, I will put it in the shop. Because I don't know what the hell to model for this. I really don't. And I can't be bothered looking up Google images of shops on ships. What do they sell? That'd be a good question to ask Google, wouldn't it? So, ooh, that's a bit strong, but that's just the way I like my tea. So, that's the most British response you could have today, isn't it? Right. It's so bare at the moment. And I need to figure out what the lights are going to look like as well. Anyway, let me just assess what I can put in here. Right, I know one object I'm going to dump in here, and that's that Mr. X action figure that I did for Free Revisited. So I might as well dump that in, because A, I said I would do it. So let me just go into that room. So we're looking for the boutique. Oh wait, there's two variations of this, isn't there? No, there isn't. There's only one. Thank God for that. Right. So don't worry if you start seeing RE3 stuff going up. I'm not doing anything RE3 related because I've done that project. All I'm doing is grabbing one of the assets from it, which so happens to be that Mr. X action figure right there. I love the fact that that's there in the render, and it's like, well, what does it actually look like? So yes, I actually went online for this. I know I haven't gone over these. That should be one of my videos I should do at one point. Is just go over all these little details that I put in the project, and one just happens to be this action figure. And I know they did do a tyrant figure, got a super tyrant figure, but it was never in this sort of packaging. So what I did is I scoured Google, and obviously got the description from, I think it was the Resi Wiki for that, but I can't remember exactly. And then obviously I got that from the actual I got that from the actual figures that they did, which I never did get a single one of, so I'm still a bit peeved about that. I'm so peeved about it. It's one of those things where you get into the series a bit later than usual, and then but you can see that they did do a Super Tyrant figure, and it was called Super Tyrant, so I wasn't wrong with my own packaging, but I am just looking at that Nemesis, and he's just got such a cheesy grin on him. I want that Nemesis. You too can brush with Colgate and look at my teeth. Oh, God. But yeah, I've always been a bit peeved I could never get any of these figures, and they're so expensive now. See, this is what they should, like, redo as, like, a limited one-off project. Just, like, do like a reprint of every action figure from those things, because I buy the shit out of them. And there's no way we're spending hundreds of pounds on freaking eBay for them. Anyway, I'm rambling. That was where I got it all from, and then obviously I just used the Tyrant model from RE2, the original RE2. So that's my Super Tyrant figure, and I'm going to put that in there because it fits. It actually fits, so I'm just going to fit that in to there. So I'm just going to delete the history and then delete the one before the history because there's so much crazy stuff in this room. So that's just a random on-off. I don't know. I might dip back into that as well at some point today. See if I can swipe a light source or something, because there's no light source in this room just yet. So I'm just going to put that, what did I call it? Tyrant action figure. Tyrant figure. And just dump that somewhere on one of the shelves. Because obviously there is a perchance for stuff for putting Easter eggs in, because I've got this whole itinerary of Easter eggs. There's so many of them that we've already implemented in these rooms. And then I might just go back and just toss a few more in, but we're not trying to do references the video game, but it's just little bits and pieces here. So I'm just trying to think where to put you. Well, I do want it in plain sight so you can actually see it, but the thing is, let me have a ramble gamble. 00 is going to obviously be looking at the door because that's the entrance way. Oh God, no! Don't get no. If I decide to go and then do a whole bloody swath of friggin' action figures in here, I'll scream. I will scream, and then there will be nothing more left to do. But that would be a good filler, but no, I'm not doing that. Well, my brain just comes up with some crazy ideas sometimes. That one's just taking the absolute biscuit, though. I would never do that. Do you know what? It would fit perfectly right there if I put it there. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put it here and just put it in the centre of there. And it can just literally stay there. 60? Why do I have 60? Where's my 90? There we go. It's more like it. What are you trying to do to me? Right, I'll put you there. See what it looks like now with that there. See, this is kind of giving stuff away now, because people will know straight away where that is when they play this finally. They'll be like, oh, there's an action figure there. I saw it on the stream because he was building it. So, you've only seen some stuff that I've put on stream, not seen everything. Right, I'm going to need a couple of ideas for this, and we definitely need light sources in there. The thing is, when you're looking at stuff, and I know I've gone on stream about this quite a bit, but when you're looking at stuff, and you've only got this sprite work to work with, you can kind of like I've already mentioned, because I've already shown that previously with the room I just did, there are so many things you can kind of adjust and adapt to what you're working on, because you haven't got a lot to work with apart from an 8-bit sprite map representation of everything. With the case of these rooms, you've got no light sources because you can't see the lights. Apart from if they're in front of you, on front of the walls, but obviously if they're above you in the ceiling, it's like, well, what does it look like? So it gives me a little bit of creative freedom to do these lights in here, but I can't figure out for the life of me what the hell this light should look like. But I'll figure it out. Somehow, he says. I think it looks fine there, and I'm going to leave that there. That's the one Easter egg you're going to see, and that's it. No more. I still think that ceiling might be a bit too low, but then again, it is taking that area. I wonder. I'm just thinking what bloody kind of light source would fit this room. Because I don't really want to be modelling some ornate thing that if you're not even going to bloody see it, won't be the point. So I need to try and figure out. I'll just carry on with the frame. I'm just going to carry on with this. I want to get this done. Let me just ponder away later on. Right, so the way I look at it Why would they have wooden? I mean, I don't know if it's just like wood paneling or it's because they just thought, oh, because it's using the same sort of sprite colour, let's just do that. It just looks like it's got like a wooden effect on these freezer fridge things. Wonder if one's a fridge and one's a freezer. That would actually make more bloody sense, wouldn't it, if one was a fridge and one was a bloody freezer. But then again, well, no, it's not a new 3D project. It's just another project I started, and now I'm starting it again, and carrying on with it since I finished that other one. So it's not new. It's just one that I kind of put on a back burner until now. I wonder if one is a fridge and one is a freezer. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to assume that one is a fridge and one is a freezer, and it'll make my life so much easier for modelling assets. But it just looks like it's got a wood effect on it. I'm going to try and improvise with that, but I am going to go with it. I'm going to make this so good looking, it's going to drive me insane. Because I've got this like idea rolling around in my head how it should look. And I'm going to implement it just because I'm crazy like that. So that part comes out a little bit like that. So there's that. And now what I'm going to do, if I can do it, is I'm going to make it ornate as hell. So I'm going to just want to run outside and grab that arsehole who just keeps zipping his horn. I hate living in this flat. There are disadvantages of living in a flat on the top floor, like the front happens to be. Anyway, I'm rambling with that as well, right? So what I'm going to do... And then... This is going to go from here. This is going to go to here. And then I'm just going to push out. Right, now I'm hoping this will bloody work, but knowing my luck, it probably won't. Can we just test this and save? So I'm just going to go mesh boolean union, no. Mesh boolean x. Is it different? What is the thing? What was it? It's not intersection, because that intersects like that, doesn't it? It's got to be union then, hasn't it? But then that's just... Right. Ah! What the hell? No, wrong thing. No, 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 not that bloody thing. Woo, woo, woo. Why won't you do it? I know this is what it should be. This should bloody work. Why aren't you working? Maybe I shouldn't have deleted that bit. Let me, right. Keep that bit there. Let me, you can tell I haven't done billions in a while. What command am I doing? Right. Let's just see if this will bloody work. I'll push that out a bit as well. Okay, let's have a link. Just taking the piss with this now, aren't you? Do you know what? I'm going to flip this the other way, sod it. No. What? Unless it's... That's it. I'm going to put it that way. Unless it's just got like, but then that'd just be... Right, what I'll do... I know what I'm going to do before I go crazy and start wanting to murder people. Why would it click that one when I've only one? That was just a very bad joke for me. Yeah. You've got to have a bit of a dark humour. I appreciate my insanity sometimes. So I'm going to move that there, and I'm just going to bevel these edges here. Just these ones. Beverly bevel. Who knows? Why has that happened? Oh, right, okay. What the hell? Right, let's do this separately, one at a time. Maybe that's why. That's that one done. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Right, let's have a look at that there. That looks alright. Considering, you know, sprites and everything. Oh, that's because I've got that there, isn't it? That's why it's looking a little weird. Because that should be latched onto that bit there. That's how much of a gap I've got to fill in, but I'll do that soon. It's all about the building blocks. It's all slow. And just work your way up. I'm definitely going to have to put my lamp on in a minute. Oh God, don't knock my tea over. That's all I need. And that's another reason why I need to put my lamp on now. Usually I can wait, but... Better. Okay. So... I've got that model part now. We've got the shelves in place. I need to put the doors on. And what I was thinking with these doors was just to obviously just put a nice little, like, pull kind of thing in. So what I'll have to do is... Excuse me, get my pipe script up again. Said I was retiring, Maya. Still haven't retired it. Still working at it. I don't know what the hell is up with me lately. Right, let me just load this in. And then do that. Right. Okay, so what I'm going to do with this one, let's do a quick new pipe. Give me 16 just to give that a nice smooth edge. Set that as a 1. I should add this, and this will be the bend. And that's all I'll technically need. So I just want to bend at 90, but I want to adjust the scale. That will do very nicely. And then I'll just finish that pipe. Seriously, the amount of times I've used these tools I've got for doing the, you know, pipes and stuff makes my life so much easier, because they're the most fiddliest bloody thing ever. But then I've said that over here, about half the stuff I've modelled. Everything's fiddly. Everything is just a pain in the backside to work with when you try to build something. So let me just scale that down quite a bit. Probably give some sort of ornate paneling on that bloody till as well, that till area. Right, so what I'm going to do, because again, we're working with sprites here. You can't really see much, but I assume there's got to be some sort of handle to open the thing, because how the hell would you open a freezer in a shop? So let's do that now. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab those edges, extrude them off, and then do it again. So that gives me like that little latch that goes into the door. There's probably a correct term for it. I just don't know what that is. Oh dear, what a day, eh? It's just like, probably, but I don't know what it is because I'm not that sort of crazy person. So I'm going to move the geometry on a negative y. That gives me the full thing. That's about the right size, I would assume. I don't go around for tape measuring these sort of things up in the real world, so just go with the flow, as it were. Right, let's have a gander at what this looks like. So that's in... Is it 4 I did that one, or was it 5? That's looking at it. So that looks alright, actually. It's just filling these bloody shelves up that's going to be a pain in the backside. What is that one? Have I not actually got one from down there? Why have I not got one there? Oh, I do have one there. No, I don't. The hell? Which one were you? You weren't 3 because that's on that side. That's 5. No. Right, which one's 6? That's it. That doesn't look too bad. I'll stick with that. Right, it's the top that's a pain as well. Because it's... What the hell is that top? Seriously, all I can see is it's like this. Hang on. Let me... There's like a top section to it, but it's bloody bevelly curved. And I'm like, how does that work? Well, I know how to get it to work, but again, why would I want to make it look like that? I mean, that's my assumption. That's what I think it looks like. I might just need to adjust the bevel amount though. So let me just do that now. Let's change that to about 5 thou. See how that looks. Maybe 4 thou. Let's see. Alright, let's go for 2 thou. It's just a case of piddling around with offsets until you get what you want, really. Yeah, that's not too bad. Because I just don't understand why it'd be shaped obscurely like that. I'm from the United Kingdom. And I'm doing fine. How are you doing? I could say the land of Great Britain, whichever one you want to go with. Oh dear. Right, let's not do that yet, but now I've got a pivot in the right place. That'll do me fine. And how are you doing? Good. It's a good thing. Let's have that done. I don't know why I'm getting diamond vibes from this little till here. I'm going to do that. Because again, we're working with sprites. I can kind of get away with some detailing. So I'm going to do it. So, not to that edge, but to that edge there, potentially. That's pretty fine, actually. Yields, let's do that. So I'm just going to... Oh, but then again... Right, let me push that in. Just a little bit. Let me push that one in just a little bit, just not a lot. Oh, I can push that up to there, that'll do. Push it to there. Push that one a little bit further in. Thinking of leg room here. Oh dear, we're going a bit too mad with the realism. On here, I usually stream every 2 days with this project. Then other times I just stream on my YouTube on a daily basis, or I'll do a stream one day and upload it the next day, but that's kind of the way I do things. Let me get these diamonds on. A bit of like... But then I say pyramid, don't I? Let's do it. Let's have a look. Ah, perfect. Right. So let me just do like a little diamond. Literally just try to put detailing on in these rooms because there just isn't detail. If there isn't detail, it gets boring really fast, and I like to have stuff that is just detailed. Some standard obscurities that I have, right. I think that might need to be scaled down a little bit. God, why do I keep having this horrible feeling I'm going to be like, right, let's add some more panelling to it. Let's really go all mad with the wood stuff. Might need to flatten it a little bit more. Don't want to be taking somebody's eye out with it, do I? Right, let me have a look at how that looks. What angle has the best? I'll do these details. I'm thinking, will I even see them? Everyone keeps asking me about that stuff. I wouldn't personally know because I just stream. I don't really look into the graphics and stuff. Bit of a boring git me. Where you at? I'm going to see this stuff away. You just kind of see the top of it. Leave it at that. I'll figure it out as I'm working. Ay. Right, let's do. Right, I've done that. I've got that done. Started doing that, but it's not probably going to look as well as I would like it to. But them's the breaks. You just look at what you do and work with what you've got. I do need to put that clean equipment in that corner. Really, it's just going to be freaking tins and stuff, isn't it? Oh god, how easy will they be easy to do? Oh, I'm just going to start modelling some obscure amount of stuff because I can just texture these as I'm working, but oh my god, there's going to be so many of these things. I might as well throw some cans of Red Bull in there as well, but then again, you'd want to put that in there. Okay, let's have a look. Right. So, I'm not going to put textures on these cans yet. I'm just going to do random grabbings and put these all over. Oh my god, there's going to be so much stuff in these rooms. Oh my god. What I'm going to do is fill a whole row with bloody cans. Is that all I'm going to do? That's just going to wrap the poly budget up. But then I need assets in here. So I'm just going to go mad. And this is when, you know, you've just got to look at what you've got to work with and then just hope to God you can make it all work out correctly. And that's fine. Throw a few boxes worth of stuff on there as well, that'll do. It's just like the early stages of building stuff anyway, so it's not like anything's final, but it's just trying to think, what sort of stuff would you sell on a ship? If you've never been on a bloody ship, you can't really come up with the answer for that. Cereal will be another one. There's an idea. Boxes of cereals, they're not going to be that bloody big. It'll be that thing though. Just put a few of them behind each other. No, not behind the shelves. We don't have shelves behind shelves. That's just ridiculous. That can be some other ones. Let's grab them, just drag those there. I'm just literally trying to think what the hell I can put in here. Sprites do not help me. They do not give me anything to work with. Some look like open boxes, and you got others that are like, well, what are they? Cans, fireworks? I don't bloody know. I can't even... It looks like a can to me. It could be bloody anything. It could be a candle. Candle, there's another one I could model. I'm trying to think, what have I modelled that I could use? What have I modelled I can use for this? From RE3 stuff I did. Starting area. Got those cans. Got the Coke cans as well, but then you wouldn't have Coke cans. But then again, depending on where you go, there is Coke cans that are not in a fridge, so... But it could go in there. Grab a few of them, drag them up there. Yeah, I ramble a lot when I'm doing this, because it's like... I've got so much crap to fill in these shelves. Again, I can come back and just like take stuff out and adjust stuff, so nothing's final. I just like to have something there because it just looks bare as hell at the moment. Ah, see, yeah, it's starting to take shape and form. This is what I like to see, some full stuff, not empty shelves. But then again, some of these would probably be empty. Shopping cart. Except where the hell would I put a shopping cart? But I do have one of them. Let me go and get that one, actually. That's in RE3 stuff, isn't it? Warehouse. Oh yeah, the walls went to hell, didn't it? The textures for that. Oh, could use one of them as well. Oh no, they're all in one section, aren't they? Why is that trolley invisible? Oh, this is what happens when you start piddling around with your source files. Why are you playing up? Why have you got no texturing? What's the dealio with you? You've got Lambert's assigned. Okay. What the hell's going on? Right, reload. I know you've got a right, what I could do actually though is, because I don't really need to worry about actual texturing, I can just stick a bog standard Lambert texture on you. And that'll give me that, which is fair enough because I'm not interested in anything else. So if I put one of you in there, a few things inside, that would work absolutely fine. I think I'll call it a trolley, haven't I? No. Yeah, that'll do. I knew I'd end up having to grab a few of these from some other project I've done. to put that in there, just call it trolley. Could probably even model one of the little baskets as well. Just import the trolley I just did. Well, when I say did, got from another project that I've already done, so it might as well be reutilised for whatever. Now, why have I got a horrible feeling there's going to be so much stuff in this outliner? Oh! That'd be why. Let me get rid of you. Right. Now for a trolley, where can I put you? So I want you down an aisle. That'll just make it a bit stupid. Where can I put you? I'm starting to get a bit of intrigue now. We're always saying about putting things in positions so it make it actually have to walk around and do stuff. I think I'm going to do that, you know. So I'm going to put that there. And then probably put another one right here. Which then makes you need to walk around. Oh well, at least I'm actually thinking outside the box with some of this stuff, which is not too bad at all. I need to be honest with you. End of a cold cup of tea does not go well down the stomach, I'll tell you that. So that's them there. I can throw a whole load of stuff in there. Oh, you do see that. I could put the detail in. I'm going to do it then. Right then, let's do that. In fact, that was just that flipped, wasn't it? So I could effectively I know what I need to do. What we on? So negative Z. Yeah, that'll do. And then just do that and drag that back in. Perfect. And that should just fit. It's going over a little bit, so I just need to scale that bit in. That's it. And then just grab those little details here, drag them along. I think I might do them too big. But then again, it's just getting some detail in so it's not pure blank and boring and yeah. There we go. It just gives it a bit of detail. Makes it more interesting to look at. I wonder if I should do that. Let's have a look. I know I'm not supposed to go beveling mad, but I usually do. It gives it a nicer shape, doesn't it? You know, you don't want to be cutting your face on the side of a frigging thing that's sharp. So let's do that, see what it looks like now. That makes it alright. Right, that's another thing I need to check. I need to see if these are more or less the right size for a character. More or less, give or take. As it matches to some degree. Oh, that would be interesting to do, wouldn't it? Let me do that. I'll have a broken one as well. Let's do that. So, I'm going to break that down. I know how to do it. So let's do that now. Just that bit there. Right, gonna detach that, do that, and then just do that. Broken shelf part there. And then I need to just fill that hole in there. Pen that. Where's me penned? Doop, doop. Why did you do it? What's going... Oh! Okay, I will ask how that happened. Do the same with that, because that's just going to be... So, don't think you're going to see that, so it shouldn't really matter. So it's going to have stuff sliding down there. I was thinking outside the box. Makes things interesting. I can start breaking things again. I'm doing fine. How are you doing? I've really got to start looking at what they sell in the shop on a ship. Before I go mad. Oh no, wait. I am going mad. They would have those little things that spin round and have all those little things with all these key rings with all these... No, God no. That's it. My brain's gone a bit too lally. They really haven't given me a lot to work with this bloody room, have they? Why would you go and do this? What made them think, oh, this would be a great idea. Let's go and make another game, but do it top down. It's got nothing to do with the original games, because, you know, we didn't like the idea of sticking 8-bit pre-rendered sort of style gameplay in that would have probably have worked if you just given it a chance to live, but no. Wasn't good enough for your standards, Capcom, and this is what we have to deal with. And this is where my sanity starts to, like, question everything. What can I do? I really need to get a new computer chair because this thing squeaks like a bloody crazy thing at the minute. And it's falling apart. I've never ever been stuck for trying to get ideas for this. I've never ever had issues. Usually I can just push stuff out, but because there isn't that much to work with, it's like... I'd have to push one of them over. And there could be all load of glass on the floor. But then, what would I need to go in there for? But then, I am really scraping the bottom of the barrel here, I really today. And that means I can get rid of that. And I can rotate this and then just have that. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look how that'll translate. Just trying to make it a bit more bloody interesting than the sprites are, because my God does it look boring in them. Right, oh God. Right, rotate, drag that down. There we go, crunch. Well, looks makes it a bit more interesting. Push that out a bit. Make that so it's blocked off. And then just rotate out of it. That. There you go. And of course that camera is obviously going to be guided that way, so that works out actually. This is usually what I do. I always sit there in the planning phase. I'm always starting like, right, well, we could do that, we could do this, but it look like... It basically is the 3D rooms constructed for the Resident Evil Gaiden remake known as Project Starlight. And I'm the, well, I wouldn't say I'm the primary background artist, but I'm the one that's doing the background work at the minute. So it's just basically to say that yes, the project's still alive, it's still being worked on, and this is just to show the sort of stuff we do. So we're building the 3D data for it, and then going to convert that into compliant data for Resident Evil 2's original AIM engine, and then import this in, renders and everything. So that's what I'm making. Oh, now you got that there, haven't we? Shit. I'm going to have to move that camera on the opposite side now, aren't I? Fantastic. Right. No, that's clearly camera free, so where's the camera free aim? Where the hell is the camera free? The hell? That's 7. 5. That's in proximity to where that should be. So where the hell's free at? Oh, great. Right, let me... Can camera... Where's the camera at? Where's it? No, that's not it. That's 5. Where's 3? Right. Let me outline Rock. I can't bloody find it. So it's... There. Car 3. Oh, it's right there. Right underneath all that. Right, that's fair enough. I'm going to move that there. And I'm going to push the camera back. So it's there. Which isn't really going to help with this, is it? Oh, shit. Because that's what cameras... It's camera for purpose, isn't it? Oh, Jesus, right. And then, have we got a camera that's looking down there? Yeah, we got camera bloody 2 looking at that, haven't we? Oh, Jesus. And this is what happens when you start getting a bit too experimental and whatever with your designs and how you make things work. But that's better than it just being all staticky and stuck there. And it just gives a bit more... It just makes the room look more interesting. This is what I've been stating of these rooms. Because when you're working with stuff like this, and this is what you've got to go off, you haven't got a lot to bloody go off because it's all 8-bit. And because you're working off 8-bit stuff, you get to a point where, well, what the hell's this supposed to be? What the hell's that supposed to be? How the hell is this room even lit? Because the light source isn't even being pointed out. What is this supposed to be on the shelf? And you can kind of get where I'm going from, where what the hell is half of this stuff supposed to be? And I have to, like, adjust to that. And then I have to try and, like, push stuff out and come up with more ideas to implement it. And then obviously we've got this glaring issue with the fact that I've already mentioned this previously, and I know a lot of people have when we've been looking at this room data and stuff, is that this door here in the bottom where the starting hatch is, where the starting room is, where you play Gaiden, the central one, the second one in, the door does not match up with where it's supposed to go in inside. So I'm going to have to build like an additional corridor that will make that fit. And this is another bunch of bloody issues we're having to deal with this game. Because again, this is what happens when you got to take 8-bit graphics, convert into 3D, convert into pre-rendered environments that can be worked in the engine, and then go with that. So this is the sort of stuff I have to put up with on a daily basis. And people think it's easy, and it's not easy. It's not just a case of we can just go, you know, like that, and it's done. There's so much more stuff to do. I don't care what people say, there's just so much stuff you've got to do when you're doing room construction entirely from scratch, because you've got to think outside the box. You've got to think what's going to go here, what's going to go there, what can potentially go there. So this is what I have to put up with on a daily basis when I do this sort of stuff. Actually, let me see. No, but I remember the last time I did this, and I remember correctly, I don't actually think I made a Coke can actually have it. I know it's got a mesh. Let's have a look. Oh, it does have one. It's textured. Oh, even better. Ew, that'll do nicely. That can go in the fridge. Again, this is just what I mean by having... I'm going to have this one open. This can be the fridge, because if we start having the freezer open, we're going to be going like, oh, we could have water there. And then I'll be told, no, it's too shiny, don't put it in. Oh, dear God. This is the sort of stuff I have to put up with, but I deal with it. I'm going to just do that. And then what I'll do is I'll just create like another asset using the same mesh, and then it's just going to be a different texture for a can. And I'll have a different set of cans for each one. So I can have like a couple of them there in that corner, then push that up there and put a couple in that corner. So I might aim for a few bottles of Jack Daniels in there, since Capcom love to bloody make reference to it, so I might as well go with that too. It just depends how I feel. Oh, but again, I haven't got a bottle of Jack Daniels. I would have to model one. There you go. There's something else I'm going to throw in there. You know, the first ever, like, iteration of them actually using Jack Daniels wasn't in Resident Evil Remake like I thought it was. It's actually in Code Veronica. In the piano room where you put the piano scroll in. Even though you can't see it, that there is actually a bottle of Jack Daniels behind the bar. It's on top of the shelf. And you can make out the distinctive colours of the bottle, and that's how you know it's Jack Daniels. So you've just learned that little bit of a tidbit, and that's just for me looking at stuff lately. So you find so many random bloody things that they shoved in there, but Jack Daniels seems to be a bloody thing with them at the minute. And obviously the other reference was in the remake, because that's actually on the shelf you push to get the piano notes out, or the one half of it in the remake. And then, of course, it's referenced a lot in Outbreak because of it is Jay's bar, isn't it? Bar Blackjack being the one from 3, and then Jay's bar being the one from Outbreak. Jack Daniels is in one of the textures there. They seem to have a thing for Jack Daniels. I wonder why. And there goes a random discussion of, hey, what did you learn today? What have you been discussing in your streams? Oh, you know, I've been discussing how Jack Daniels seems to be pretty prevalent in Resident Evil games, apart from the newer ones. It's like they try to hint at something. Right, what angle was that? Number 7. Let's have a look. Yeah, you can see the Coke cans in there. That'll do nicely. Now, just get another texture put on those applied, and they can be whatever else. So, yeah, it's going to be slow building this, because it's just so much stuff I have to bloody do. I'll do it later. Right, so I've got that in. I've got these done. The till's already in, because I've got that from the Resident Evil 3 stuff. I've done put a trolley in that's not even in there. I've got a whole bunch of crap on that shelf. I'm going to have a whole bunch of glass and get me some glass. I know I've got a glass asset. What did I call it? Glass bottle mesh. Oh, we do have some glass bottles. Glass shards. That's the one I'm after. Let's have a look. Oh god, why is it loading too long? Why? Oh god. Don't break. Don't break, Maya. No. This is taking a very long time to load. It's only supposed to be glass shards, so what the hell's going on? I haven't got any, like, uber-duber texturing done on them. God, you're taking too long to load. I don't want to crash, Maya. Come on. Come on. Right, Maya, let's get this straight. You've got an 8GB VRAM graphics card here. You've got 16 gigs of RAM. You've got pretty top spec stuff for a computer, and you're telling me that this is just where you're going to crap out on me. But then again, I'm trying to remember, did I have this issue before when I did it, and I had to use the OBJ version because the FBX was buggered? Oh no. No! Right, I'll give it another couple of minutes, and if it hasn't done anything by then, I'm going to crash Maya. Because usually happens. Not all the time, most of the time. Which is why I save religiously, like every, say, minute or 2 minutes when I'm working, because you just never know when the thing's going to be like, crash. No, still doing it. It's a glass shard. How the hell can this be hard? It wasn't even that high poly. Oh god, right, I'm going to have to crash it. He's going to have to crash Maya, because it is not responding. Christ, that takes up nearly 2 gig in memory just to do this. Like, what the hell? Right, bring Maya back up again. Oh my god. It's not the first time it's crashed on stream. It's done it plenty of times before. Right. Alright, show me the damage report. How much have I lost? How much do I need to rebuild? Nothing. Good. Fantastic. Let's get the outline sorted out again and let this stuff import. So, not the FBX, the OBJ, because I know that one works. So, glass shard. Glass shards. There we go. There we go. See? Simple. Why would the FBX not work? Why does it have to be such a pain in the backside? Right, I'm going to put these down here, shrink them down a bit. Switch that back to polygons. Why the hell is it there? Right, so now I'm doing rendering, so I don't have to worry about the texture on it, so I can actually give that a decent texture for glass. I think I've got one for glass, haven't I? Will it show up though is a good question. Let's have a look. Right. So obviously you don't want too freaking big, but then you don't want too minute either. So just put them there, just a quick duplication, just quickly rotate that around, put that there, and then just rotate that. Put that there. Potentially drag that into. Not try to put much glass in, because I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, just drag that in, put that somewhere else. Right, let's just have a look at what this looks like. So, yeah, I knew you wouldn't see it. Could just be because of the fact I haven't got a texture on the floor yet, though, but you can kind of make it out. So that's good in my book. Not in others, though. Right, let's carry on with looking at this. There really is a lot to work with this room, I swear to God. Do you know what? I'm just going to stick a bloody texture on the floor, because you know what? It's getting to the phase where I'm going to be texturing anyway, so let's go looking. I might as well try and get a nice little carpet texture. Let's just have a look at what I can find. Oh. I mean, it looks like a carpet texture on my end. So for reference, it's the little item shop, which is like the bathrooms. And then you got the piano room just below it. So that's the kind of green I've got to look for. And obviously we're looking at sprites here, so it could be bloody any colour kind of carpet. So I'm going to look for a nice little fancy green carpet texture now. I hate looking at carpet textures. There's just this horrible unnatural feeling I get. It's like I'm looking at grass. Oh dear God. Right, I'm going to look for like a very nice looking carpet texture and just turn it green. God, what the hell is all this stuff? Jesus wept. I don't know what kind of design this is. I don't know what kind of pattern it is. It really could be bloody anything. So the thing is, I don't want to make it too ornate looking. But oh my God, there's so many god-awful looking textures. Oh. Let me have a look. What is all this stuff? Oh my God, that's horrible. Oh dear God, every one of these streams I do with carpets and stuff, it's like, oh Jesus. Oh, that one looks nice actually. Just turn that green. Oh. I like that one. Let me just go into Photoshop. If I'm right, it should still go up on the screen, should Photoshop when it loads. So let me get rid of that now. No, you're not going up. Weird. Right, let me just put this in. Let me see what's going on. It might just be because... No, it's just not turning up. Have I shut it down? No? That's that. That's me. Seriously? Right, I know that's that. Ah! Ah! Alright. Confuse me. Why don't you? Right, Photoshop time. This is what I'm in now. Right. I'm going to give that a nice little green overlay. So, colour overlay. Green. Might as well snot green. Oh my god, snot green. You can't really... can't tell what the hell it is. Maybe soft white? No. Vivid? Ooh, I don't know. Screen just makes it look horrible. Overlay makes it look... I'm going to go with overlay for that, actually. Right, I'll just quickly save this texture. Oh, what am I looking for? Maya enter. And then guidance stuff. Target that. I want to call that. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is... That's that one in it. Get rid of that. Go back into Maya. Boundary, I need the floor. I still don't know why I'm optimizing this, because it doesn't really matter if I do or I don't, because it's going to be pre-rendered anyway. But then again, that's just sounding like the lazy version of me, and I don't like to be lazy when it comes to doing 3D stuff. Right, so Lambert, let's just say carpet text. And then just obviously put okay, not the one I was wanting. Why am I there? Oh, it didn't change it, did it? No, it didn't select the project correctly. It rechanged obviously when it crashed. Oh dear. That's the one we want. No, we want source images. I just want to change that to carpet. What was it? No, it was shop, wasn't it? Shop carpet text. There we go. Just want to see if I can grab the bottom of this, because I only want to do the ground. Do that, and then I just want to do that with highlighting, label and texturing, then just do that. UV texture editor. Okay, let's see what this looks like. No, I don't want to render the current... Ah, now you can see the glass. That looks about right for what it is, but then again, when you're looking at sprites, it's kind of hard to determine what the hell it's supposed to look like. I like it, I like it. It's the closest it's going to be to like the actual thing, but then again, bearing in mind that there is no 3D data for guide and it's all 2D sprites, so nah. I'll go with that. You know what I mean? I like it's because I mean we're looking at sprites and it's like it looks like it's supposed to. It might just be that mine's a different shade of green, but I can adjust to that. I like the way it looks, so I'm going to stick with that. And I still need to do that little panelling around the wall anyway. I'm going to do that now, because otherwise that's going to drive me nuts as well. So quickly just do that so I can just concentrate on this. Right, so definitely going to have to get that asset in just so I can look where it is. So that is where the first one's going to be. Because it's just above that, isn't it? So above that. And then you've got one that's just... Ooh, hang on. Have I made them bigger than what they should be? Oh dear. Well, that's not a problem really. They're like a few inches bigger. And then... 3. Why have I got 3? I've got 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be... Good lord, try to do this. That one there. That's one's going to be roughly about here. Right, so then what I'm going to do is just quickly go into there. Highlights all of that. I will not need it to be highlighted here though. All there. And then I want to do the same here. No, not like that. Like that. Oh, yeah, we got that on the wall. But then again, that's part of the door frame, so I don't think that really counts. So, that's all going around correctly. So all I'm going to do now is extrude. But then kind of concentrate on areas that obviously I want to do first. So, bring them out first. And then all the other bits. So, this is what happens when you have a bloody roof attached. Then 2, then 2, then all of these on here. And then just that's it. Right, so that's all of that done. It shouldn't really matter per se for like if there's like those behind them because you're not going to see that detail. But that's what the wall texture looks like in the sprites, so I have to be as close to that as possible. Perfect. In fact, can I make that bigger? Let's see if I can... There we go. I'll just kind of like bung it there in the corner. But yeah, this is what I have to, do. This is what it looks like when it's rendered, and this is when you start building everything up and then start slapping textures on. But it's just me getting an idea of what it looks like. I'm just trying to think what else crazy stuff I can put in there. I mean, I've so much stuff I could think of putting in, but it's where would I put it? And then it's a case of, will it fit the aesthetic of what I'm trying to build? Oh, that's what I was going to do. That's what I was going to do as well. Let's bevel the hell out of it. Why the hell not? Because I'm crazy like that. Okay, it says have a look. Has that? Excellent. I'm going to bevel that. Oh, right. Let's do the same here. Yes, that'll do. Excellent. Just makes it look a bit more ornate looking, which a lot smoother, which is what you want. Perfect. Right. Again, it's just building crap up into it, really. I did mention that glass, but let me have a look. Let me have a look at what that is, because I'm kind of intrigued. Because I name stuff, and I'm like, well, what is that? What is that for idiot me? Like 6 years later, what did they call it that for? Let's have a look. Glass bottle mesh. We could use that. That's fine, actually. We can use that. I don't want to put it over there, though. I want to put it in a different area. I'll put it in here. And that should have a texture already on, shouldn't it? So let's have a look. Oh, have I not got a texture on that? No, that's a first. Right, fair enough. It's not that I need a texture on it per se, because I can just make one in Maya. And I might do that now. Bear with me. Not EV yet. That's it. So if I just create a new blend texture, call it glass bottle. Make it like a dark green. Make it a bit transparent. And then obviously reduce the reflectivity down to zilch because it shouldn't be reflecting anything. There we go. And then I can kind of like, you know, build these up as well. But I can do all kinds of stuff. I'm not just restricted. I could put a label on some of them just to make them look a bit more interesting. Because it just looks so boring having the same bloody textured assets everywhere. Let's have a look what that looks like. What's the one that's looking at that angle? I think it was camera. I'm wanting to say 4, but I'm not sure. No, that's that side. Could be 5. Yeah, there we go. But don't ever like a camera that's like really close. Wasn't that camera 6? No, that's that one. Camera 7. Is it your? Yes. And there's those glass bottles there. They look alright actually. Let's have a look. Yeah, they look alright. Might make them just a little bit more transparent though. See what that looks like. Yeah, that'll do fine. Now I'm just going to do this. So I'm just going to take another bling. And I'll call this glass bottle 2. Change the colour of it. I'll change this to red. That'll do. And again, not a canvas. We don't want lighting bottles that are too bloody bright. That would make no sense. And then obviously change the reflectivity down because they're not needed. Then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to duplicate them, put them there, and then just apply that to it. Put some up there. Put some in that corner there. Put some there. So now we've got green and red bottles. Mileage can vary, just make imagination up. Could be anything there. Alcohol could be beer, could be wine, could be anything. You've got the cork in there, but I can obviously change that texture to whatever the hell I want, so I could put anything else in there. Probably break a couple of these bottles if I wanted to. It's just a case of how to Well, I know how to break them. I'll think about it. I won't do it yet, though. I shouldn't be starting the texturing phase, no. I should be holding off on that, but the thing is, I just really can't figure out shit to put in. But again, when you're building up, you kind of just look at stuff and think, well, we could put that in there. What's that? Right, that's the wall. What are you then? What are you? Alright, I'm going to see what this looks like when I slap that on, actually. No, not too bad, actually. Yeah, it's not too bad. Right, I might use that as that texture then, but I don't want to go in mad with it. And I still need to figure out if I've made a light for these rooms. I'm just trying to think where, room-wise, I've done them, where they're not. Because main hall doesn't have any. And I know they've got doors on the wall. Right, I'm going to check the bathroom, I think. Well, let me just have a quick look at that. Just bear with me 1 minute. I just want to see what it looks like. Did I even call it bathroom in here? Where the hell's it at? Oh. Oh, there they are. I was about to go lose the plot. It's like, why aren't they there? Why didn't I save them? What have I got in there for light sources? I've got no light bulbs in here. Why did I not put lights in? That's bad. That's bad even for me. Oh my god. Right, anyway. Rambling aside, let me... What about the save room? Did I put a... No, I did put a... Oh, hang on, I did put a light source in. Ah, but then they're not wall lights, are they? I can show this because this was already done in the previous stream, so it's not a problem. It's got all the data and everything. Alright, then I don't know then. I'm going to be RE3 in this situation, aren't I? Oh, but then that'd be too basic for what it needs to be. Let's have a look at some of the clock tower rooms, I think. Wherever the hell the project folder is. Let me have a look into some of the clock tower rooms. Let me try and remember. Chapel save room. Dining room's that one. They've got the wall ones. I don't think they've got anything on the ceiling. Let's have a look in the study room. Is there any light sources apart from those ones on the wall? So the ones on the wall, isn't it? I'm I'm so adamant there isn't any in the chapel, because I think they're the candles, aren't they? Oh no, they got them, but then you wouldn't have those in a shop. That would make no bloody sense, would it? All this just to find a light source. I know I could go through the renders, but sod it. Right, what does the dining room look like then? Let me have a look. No, that doesn't have them on either. I thought that had light sources. I thought it had them on the ceiling. Well, this is just turning into a fantastic bloody day, isn't it? You start realising half the rooms you've got that you've built for a project don't have lights on the ceiling. Would they have them? Let's have a look. Ah! And the answer to that is no, because we've already got them. Oh, for the love of God, no! Why is everything so ornate? Why is everything not as gothic as I want it to be? Let's open the storeroom. Oh, I don't know about times. I don't know. I don't know. No comment. Oh dear God. No. Oh. I'll try and get all the different times up. Oh dear. All I'm doing is looking for a sodding light source. That's all I'm doing, honest. I'll start putting that in on the thing then. I'll start looking at the times. I'll add that to the list of things I need to do. This one's got no light sources, does it? No ceiling ones. Oh, no, that one's just out. Oh, you bastard. Why can't my life be easy? Model all these rooms and not one of them's got a nice little ceiling light I can use. Why not? Oh, hang on. Bedroom, maybe? Jesus Christ. Oh dear. Well, that's got me told, hasn't it? Lesson learned today. If you're going to stream, make sure you put every time zone so people know where it is. Yeah, it's the shop. Or whatever the hell it's supposed to be. I'm trying to find a nice little ceiling source for the light and I can't find one. And I'm going for all of my old stuff for this. You'd think, oh, there'd be a nice little ornate ceiling there, but no ceiling light. I don't want anything too obscure. I don't want anything too bloody boring or generic either, but I've got fuck all. And this is in the fucking clock tower. There should be some nice little ceiling lights, but there is nothing. Why am I going to end up putting fluorescents in? I've got plenty of them fucking lights. Oh my God. Why don't I just put fluorescence in? That just makes it so much easier. I'm going to do it. I know I've got plenty of them. Right, let me go back out of here. Where am I at? Oh, well, I've completely, utterly gone through that, haven't I? Right. No. Go to scene. That one. Don't save. Ah. What I heard about campy stuff? I thought his stuff was supposed to be good. Oh, dear God. First rule of thumb, never use source to make backgrounds like this. It just doesn't work. I don't care what people say. Right. I'm going to just get a fluorescent. I know I've got them in here. I can't remember what I called them, though. What did I call these things? No? No? Why is it looking in guidance? No, they're not going to be in there. I need the other ones. They're the ones I want. There should be. Well, we could have an air vent in there. That'd be fun. Ceiling light mesh. Ceiling mesh. I do. Ceiling mounted light mesh. What's this one? One that's going to crash Maya, isn't it? Bastard. So this will be the second time it's crashed today. Oh, hang on, it's not. Nope. Maya, are you responding? I think Maya's crashed. I wanted to put a light in Maya. What the fuck? God, I've never... I don't believe I'm doing this. Right, Maya, why would you do this to me? Why? Yes, Maya, I'm crashing you. You couldn't handle a light. How dare you? Right. Get Maya back up again. I'm not even going to answer that. Obviously, it's going to have one on. It does have one on, by the way. It's from all the other rooms, because obviously we're keeping consistency with all of them, so... Yes, it does. It has one there. Let me just set that back to that. Now I've got to do this again, right? I know we got some lights, so let's have a look. So, whoa. No? Light mesh, no. Oh, bloody hell, don't do that. Assets. Why are we not... Right, ceiling light mesh. I'm going to try the bottom one. Okay. Where's that one at? Why is that not loaded? Oh, there it is. That's the one I want. We'll just use those. The most generic friggin' light source I can come up with. God, how terrible. It's only because I can't find any bloody thing ornate. I mean, the thing is, you don't even see them, because obviously the game doesn't have that kind of a bloody angle, so I'm having to spitball, aren't I? So... I still think we should have a few more of them in there. I just threw that in as an Easter egg, and I'm like, oh, that'll be in there. We could probably throw a bunch more in there. Just for the shits and giggles. I just haven't figured out if I should yet. Because I don't want too much stuff. I don't want to go a bit mad, but you know what we're like. We're mad anyway. Put that in as light source. Make that white, throw the incandescents on it, boom. Got some working light sources now, yay! Do that, and then boom. And then I'm going to render it to test it. Maybe on another angle I should test it, really, not that one. Render camera 1. Only thing I'm like complaining about before beginning of this is the fact that it's just as in there's so much space in this room to put stuff. And I don't want it to make it look generic as hell where we've just got boxes of shit everywhere. So I'm just trying to figure out how to make it look a bit more interesting. Because there's just so much crap we can put in here. Oh, Jesus Christ. That don't look too bad actually for a light. I will live with it. I shall use those then. Then try and make the light sources match where they're at. See what happens when I do that. Let's have a look. Yeah, it's fine. That looks alright. I'm still not sold on the green floor though, but then again, when you're looking at pixels and stuff, it's the best you can get, isn't it, at the end of the day? So I'll just go with that texture for the floor. I just need to figure out what the hell I'm going to stick on these shelves because there's that much crap we could put in here. Could even probably break one of these lights, but then again, so there should be 2 lights there and then 2 lights there just to keep consistency. And that'll keep with the aisles as well. So that would make these just a little bit more in line with that. Put that one there and slide that one there. Come on. That looks all right. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to figure out what kind of stuff we can shove in these bloody shelves. They're just so bare looking at the moment. I might as well start texturing the shelves actually. What have I got? Why is that so bright? It doesn't have to be. I'm going to just drop that to a lambert for now. And then just throw that on there and see what it looks like. Because why? Let's have a look. Let's see what this looks like. Oh God. So that's that one. And then boom, 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 boom. Although you don't see the back, I'm going to just UV map that because I'm a stickler. Done. Alright, let's have a look how that looks. So that's on camera 1, I'll look at it, isn't it? Oh, but blind corners are the best. Oh, gold. So this is why this is going to be an improvement on that. In every work, everything you can think of, it's going to be an improvement on that project entirely. Just because it's got us working on it. So, yeah. But I don't think there's going to be blind spots here. I'm not that deranged. I'm not that crazy. As much as people think I am. I don't think it's bad. It's not shaped up as bad as I thought it would. It's just getting all these gaps filled with stuff. It really is. That's the only issue I'm having with this now at the moment. It's just filling it with stuff. Oh god, right, I can just slap that on. I don't like auto UV mapping because it just makes me feel like a basic bitch, and I don't do that. But for sometimes you just got to do it, see how it looks, and then you can just obviously go back and work on it. Ooh, it just looks a bit generic. It just looks so generic when I do it that way though. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to go back and reconfigure those textures at some point. I think it's shaping up to be not looking like a bad rebuild of it, to be honest with you. But then some of these rooms that I've been doing it, like the last one, it just looks so fucking big. I had to like improvise and just put stuff in to make it look more full. This one might not actually be too bad. But that's probably due to the fact that I've thrown in a trolley as well, because, you know, blocking things off and that. And I'm a bit deranged when it comes to that kind of stuff. In fact, you're not even going to really see it. And then again, I want it that way. Stickler for the details as I am. If it's supposed to be that way, it's going to be that way, and that's the way it's going to be. And I'm just going to drop this bastard again and be done with it. I'm just going to rotate it this way, sod it, and just... Even though I could have just put the pivot point somewhere else, this would have made my life so much easier. Why did I not do that again? Ooh. I think that's right into it. Ah, perfect. That's where that should be. Obviously, I'll re-slap those textures on because they just look a bit too garly for me. But I wonder if that's what they were like back then, because you can kind of tell with Resident Evil 3 stuff that they really just slapped the textures on. They didn't even bother with getting the UV mapping correct, even though technically there was no UV mapping then. It just looks horrible in some because they didn't do the axis rendering correctly. So some of the textures on some of the assets look like absolute crap. But again, time scale, on a budget, I can kind of get where they were going from. And why it looks like that. I don't think it looks too bad. I just need to shove a metal texture on these bloody trolleys though. In fact, that's what I'm going to do now. Did I not do that on these? I thought I did. Let's have a look. I thought I did a metal texture for them. Why is that not on there? Alright, I'm going to throw that one then. Let's see what they look like now. That's better. A bit more metal needed. Just to spruce it up a bit, make it a bit more lively. Yeah, they look alright. I wonder if I should just go on full textured a bloody room and then just think, right, we could just throw the stuff in at the end. I think that would be the more appropriate action, actually, because it's only the bloody really small bits I have to put in. But again, it's like... what colour's the wood? I don't want to go over it too much, and I don't want to keep using the same generic wood texture all the time, because then it'll just become overkill. Suppose I could use that one. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let me do it. Let me have a look. Where's me? There you are. Right, let's slide down. Let's have a look. Let's have a look what it looks like. So, slide that in there. Put that as a Y. Okay, I'm going to do those first. Make those that. Boom. Boom. Make them. And we'll see how that goes. I know some of this texture is going to look absolutely crazy, but let's have a look what this looks like now. I'm definitely going to have to put another light source there up against the top of the thing, because that just looks a bit too dark in my opinion. So I can't tell if that's... I don't know. See, this is what happens when you get wood textures, then you got to have another wood texture, then it just doesn't look bloody right. And I suppose for now it looks fine. I just need to just adjust it as I'm working. But yeah, those fridge freezers need to be done as well, don't they? They don't look too bad. I mean, I just have to adjust the scale on some of the texturing, and that should be fine. Oh no, what have I done? Open you up again. Right, so I'll just close this in. Right, you coordinate sprites. Yeah, you've got like a wood set of paneling with these bits here, so I'm going to do them now. Is that top bit as well? Oh, it is. Right, fair enough. I hate doing it. I feel cheap and do auto map, because it shouldn't be auto mapped. It's that bit into, and then it's the bit in between, like that. So that's right. I keep laughing at the blind spots. Oh dear. Again, at least won't have that problem with these, but still. Oh dear. Suppose I can give them that. What if I should make the ins? I mean, but the inside of the fridge wouldn't be silver, would it? But I wonder what it'd look like. Let me have a look. Let me have a look what it'll look like if I just made this all silver, because I'm a boring git like that, aren't I? Let's have a look. No, I didn't do these. Oh dear. And then, like this, I'll do them. That'll be done. Right, let's have a look what this looks like. It might just be a bit too garishly overkill, but let's have a look. No, not too bad actually. I thought that'd be worse. But then again, it's like, what colour would they be for a flaming fridge freezer? I mean, I'm looking thinking of the one that's inside my fridge, and they're always like silver, aren't they? Like they're all silver. It's all stainlessy, steely, silvery type colour. So I don't know. I don't know. I might actually do it as that kind of colour actually, because it's just keeping consistency. So if I do a bling, definitely not the default colour. I'll make it like that. Then obviously get rid of the reflectivity of it. Let's have a look what this looks like. No, it looks a bit too reflective actually. Oh, let's have a look. It's not too shiny, but at the same time you don't want it incredibly shiny, like it's burning your brain out. That'll do. If I want to make a bit of frosting on the glass, I can do that. So now I should just... Right, what I'm going to do, because I don't want to obviously highlight that, I'm just going to do that. And then obviously duplicate that one. So it gives me those windows. So what I'm going to do, because those latches are supposed to be latched to them, I'm going to combine these, grab vertices and drag them in. Not the wisest thing to do because they're going to make that smaller, aren't they? I'm going to need to move this in bit by bloody bit there. So a little bit there, a little bit there, that's about right. Then obviously move them in. It's fine. Yeah, that looks fine for what it should be. Right, what I'm going to do is just drag this along now. And then try and delete the original one I've got underneath. No. No, that one. No! Now that's that bloody bit, isn't it? But I want the generic bit. Hang on, is that the way to do it? Why won't you highlight the one I want? That's it. Done. Right, so what I want to do now is just separate those, set the pivot on that, make sure them two are combined, and then take that and get rid of that. Ooh, hang on, push that back against there somehow, that's happened. Yes, camera 7, that's the one. Yeah, looks alright. Definitely need to give those balls a proper UV map though. I'm just thinking I'm really going to be thinking out what the hell those things should be and what sort of stuff should be in there. I suppose I could put a few of these bottles in there because I know they're just generic, but it'll fill things up, and we need to fill every bloody gap up here because oh my god, this is going to drive me mad. Yeah, I'll do for them. Just need to keep tinkering away, as it were. Should be the same thing, and I just have to go. While I'm doing that, I can just go there, do that, and then done. And just. No, not that one, this one. There. Delete them. Get rid of those and just drag them along. So, what can I do in these last 9 minutes streaming? That I haven't already done because I've built practically everything and it needs to be built. It's just a case of filling in all the gaps now. I need to give that a texture, but I need to put the still think that's a bit too chunky for what it should be. Just make that a little bit bloody thinner. Need to add the latches onto it, don't I? Which I'll do at some point. Oh, stuff, I know I can do it. Do it that many bloody times over the years, but oh no, let's just not do it for this one. Because it's only pre-rendering, don't have to worry about it. I wonder if I should make that one bright and near the dark, actually. Let me do that. Let me... Right, so what have we got that on? Is it on 0.750? Let's make that a nice even one, see how that looks. Ah, that's alright, that's not as bad. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, could do with putting some posters up on the walls as well, just to make it a bit more interesting on the eye. I'll get some ornate paintings, because I've been finding a bunch of those for this project we could probably utilise and throw in there, considering we're going to be having loads of them all over the walls, so I might throw a few in there as well. A lot of thinking has to be done. Oh, good God. I don't believe how far, like how in depth I'm looking at this, because I just want it to be perfect. And it's like, it already is. It already is, but there's so much more stuff I can add in there. Could probably even put a door behind here, but the door doesn't lead anywhere. Oh, could it be that we have the door here, but when you go through on another playthrough, that's where you can change it to an alternate costume? Because it's in a shop. I'm thinking outside the box like a crazy son of a bitch that I am. There would be an idea. That would work as well. But then again, but then again, first Resident Evil wasn't as safe for him, was it? So I could do it. I could probably do it. I might do that. Might leave that though. Might just leave that for now. But yeah, there's an idea. So now I've got all the random crap to bloody freaking put on here. That'll probably be not tomorrow's stream. That'll be, what day are we on? Thursday. So I'll see about getting one done for Saturday. For this. Yeah, that'll be how it works. Right. Anyway, I'm going to finish this stream up because obviously progress has been made. ideas are being thrown down, and now I just need to start filling the shells with as much crap as I can think of. And then we can call this room done. It's just a case of doing all of the collision data and get all that sorted out with the renders and everything. And that's another room off the list to do. So,